Just after sunset, we watched the biggest movement of Israeli armor we've seen so far here on the fringes of northern Gaza. As the tanks moved south, heavy artillery stationed behind them fired round after round of long-range shells, a prolonged, intensive barrage lasting over an hour. Well, on the day that the Israeli military confirmed that it was preparing a plan for a ground offensive, this is the kind of heavy armory movement that we haven't seen up until this point. Also, consistent heavy artillery fire as well. That plan is due to go up the chain of command to the political leadership for a decision to be made. With darkness, another line of tanks and further shelling, perhaps the preliminary phase of a ground attack, perhaps a ploy to pressure Hamas. Whichever, the impact on northern Gaza was immediate and heavy. The first day of the Eid holiday had started grimly enough for these families. It ended on the streets, exposed in fear of an Israeli incursion, even as the fighting factions said they would welcome one.
Nothing that the enemy is doing will change our strategy. We'll have a bigger chance of killing and capturing more of your soldiers. Don't threaten us with what will bring us victory. This would be the shortest way to our victory.
Earlier, the Israeli military had said it carried out a series of major strikes against Hamas, destroying an intelligence unit in southern Rafah, knocking a Hamas attack drone out of the sky. For yet another day, the rocket fire out of Gaza came in waves. Again, central and southern Israel were targeted by major barrages, and Hamas said a new long-range rocket was used to target the far southern airport of Ramon, where Israel had rerouted incoming airliners. The Israeli Prime Minister, visiting Iron Dome interceptor units, said the military attacks would continue.
We continue to strike Hamas while defending our citizens. It will take more time.
A short time later, he was on Israel's second front, a parallel crisis of lawless racial violence which has gripped its towns and cities.
The intelligence we have says that it is very possible that there will be an increase in violence here in the coming days. There may be an exchange of blows here, and in cases like these, in order to suppress a riot, we need to use force, a lot of force. We will use it while giving full support to the Israeli police.
In the town of Bat Yam, Eid morning was spent surveying the damage of the attack the night before.
They did it because we speak Arabic. We're not bad people, we did nothing, we never hurt anyone. We've been here for 20 years alongside them as neighbours, family and friends. We did not expect this to happen.
The intelligence about further violence was soon proven accurate. Israeli law enforcement so far unable to stem this communal bloodletting. In Lod, a Palestinian Israeli firing on Jews. Elsewhere, Jewish Israeli journalists attacked by Jewish extremists, unhappy with their coverage. This is a spasm of internal insecurity that, like the military situation in the south, is at the moment only escalating. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, Southern Israel.